Well, welcome back. Like I said, I'm doing a part 2. So this is part 2 of Lil Durk's Love Songs for the Streets 2. Once again, for the Google robots, Lil Durk's Love Songs for the Streets 2. Hope I'm getting it right. Now, I just recorded part 1. I'm not going to spend too much time on the little intro bit. If you want to see where your favorite song is, you can look in the description below and jump to the timestamp there. I'm going to do a quick summary if you're clicking on this video because your favorite song's here. I don't really know Lil Durk. This is the first actual project I've reviewed, really sat down and analyzed for him. So far, everything I've been hearing and been getting is really, really good, really, really cool. I like his use with the auto-tune and how he kind of like really just stays true to himself. So that was something that was really awesome to see as well. I do want to say thank you to our Patreons, Linda Williams, DJ Black Hurricane, Chris Prado, Ismail Gadamsi, Jonathan Barnes, and Coney Sparks. Thank you so much for supporting us. I'll talk a little bit about them more at the end of the video. But yeah, we still got 8 tracks to go. For you guys, it's only 8. For me, it's been already 8, and it's a total of a 16 album. So let's just jump right into it. So Extravagant is number 9, featuring Nicki Minaj.
Killing for this pussy, he said Nick's mine, thick and long, damn the dick's bomb, best I ever had. Now
so this was sweet. This was a really, really nice song. I do like the beat change and the difference in type of tone, tempo, and pace. Really, 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 really good. It's a sex song. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Right off the bat, we've got Lil Durk going, bend you over, scratch your back up, lick your chest, pull your tracks out, lick your neck, spit in your mouth, thumb in your ass. I make you come, I make you come, I make you come. And right off the bat, I'm like, whoa, we're getting into some really freaky shit. Now, I like it. I really do enjoy it. I like how they're coming off of, Lil Durk's coming off of this song where he's praising this woman and he's really like, wanting to give her diamonds and just like love her and take care of her and all this stuff, to getting a little bit more sensual about it. And in this song, I kind of feel like they're playing roles. I feel like, yes, Nicki is playing the Nicki Minaj role where she's talking about herself or whatnot, but I like how it kind of connects in terms of the song because she does give off this essence of like, being the woman in the relationship and just like how she's kind of flowing with it. I like when she said, and because she starts off verse 1, which is really, really cool. I like when she says, don't go out with your friends, start switching up your plans, don't be on Instagram, disappear again, don't disappear again. Now I like that honesty. I like how she's kind of expressing her insecurities, expressing the fact that, she kind of wants something solid. She wants something real. She wants to know that this is gonna quote unquote last forever. So that was something that really stuck with me. The fact that she was asking him, the way that she presented those lines were very it had this like innocence to it. This sort of like, can we just kind of kick back? Can we just kind of take it slow and do our thing and really keep to ourselves? So I really thought that was cool. I like when she said, keep coming in it cause I want your baby. I want you sucking on my toes. Fuck you better than them hoes cause it's tighter and it's wetter and I suck it like a pro. Like, just, I like that because she's just genuinely honest. She's just kind of being, hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I like how she's being genuinely honest and she's just kind of like, explaining how she really wants to get kind of like freaky with this guy. And just that type of connection that you have with that with that person, the way she's expressing that type of connection is just really cool. It's kind of what I got from this song, is a lot of just like, I trust you, you trust me, we can do these type of things. It's not just out of pure just lust and having fun. It feels more like there's an actual, and I said it and I've said it a bunch of times, connection together. in this song. Like the song, the characters of the song have the connections. So it was great. It was really great. Nicki comes in at the end of her verse, really kills with the Nicki rapping. I really do give her flowers for that, man. Like honestly, I'm still impressed by the way Nicki raps. I'm still impressed by how she holds it down and can switch up from the sing-songy and the melodies straight up to the rapidy rap, and her whole like attitude, body switches, like everything about her just kind of changes up, and I really do enjoy that type of that electric vibe, that sudden like burst of energy. It's really great. Then we get the chorus. Bend you over, scratch your back, and it just kind of goes through, kind of just being like really, just like I want to have really wet sex with you, and really just kind of go with it, and it really does paint this picture. I mean, as you can either kind of look at it as one way. I kind of look at it as a very beautiful artistic painting. The way that it's just being built, and the way they're kind of just like expressing their emotions and their feelings, and just kind of really tapping into that bag. So that was cool. Verse 2, I like when he went, when Lil Durk goes, bend you over, touch your toes, doggy style. This is the quickest I done came. It's been a while. What you scratching my back for? And I'm going faster. My phone don't matter, so don't disturb Miss Durkio, female me. I really like how he's claiming that. I really like how he's expressing what he wants to do right off the bat, so that was really direct and cool. But I like how he's already like, I'm willing to make you Miss Durk, like Mrs. Durk in a sense. Like he has that bond with her that he feels like she's the female version of him. That is super cool when you have that type of relationship with somebody. That is awesome. I like when he went pussy on ooh wee, ooh wee, ooh wee. It smell like ooh wee, ooh wee, ooh wee. I feel like that's a little bit of a nod to I think it's Lil Wayne. There's a song that Lil Wayne has that little riff in it. And I don't know, I kind of just brought me back there, so that was really, really cool. But I like how they're bringing in these sounds, and they're really trying to make the experience really just try to come alive. That was awesome. I gave it a 4.5. I thought it was really, really good. Like, really, really cool. I listened to it. I was listening to it on the walk here. It was really, really great. Like, just the way that they flowed together, and the instrumental was just in you. Like, it didn't overpower the vocals, but it didn't also, like, it wasn't so low. Like, everything about the production on this song was just really, really great. Pretty sure it's because Nicki Minaj was on it. It had to be. But so far, the consistency of this album has been going on par with everything that I guess I expected from Lil Durk, just in terms of the song titles, what I've been told, and what I guess I've heard too, because either way. But it's good. 4.5, really one of the high grading songs on the album. I'll attest to that. Moving on, I guess we're going to Bora Bora.
Ain't no real nigga lie on they word and try to take it back. I might mix my Percocet with red.
So boom, now we back into that like aggressive type of trappy, dark type of beats, which was super dope. I'm already liking the vibe to this. I'm already liking the feel to this. But you know what? Right off the get-go, right out the gate, I kind of felt like this was a flexing track. All this cloud shit, you chasing that Balenciaga space cadet. I don't even fuck with people. I just rather chase a check, man. Like, already, I kind of feel like he's already flexing out. But praise to him, this song is really, really dope. But it doesn't really feel like there's a lot of there's gonna be a lot of extreme lyrical miracle type bars here. But I do like how he's kind of like exposing not exposing, but he's kind of like really just trying to solidify, that he's made it, and really kind of just indulging in the richness of his life. I'd rather chase a check, man. This shit's so crazy. Seen my idol with a fake Patek. That's something that's interesting to talk about. When you idolize somebody for what they have, and like you put them on that pedestal, really, really fucks you up when like you come to realize that person's been faking. There's a saying that's like, never really meet your idols, or like it sucks when you meet your idols or something like that. because they're not really who they claim to be in terms of what we know them for, you know, and that's something that is interesting to really discuss in regards to how Lil Durk is bringing it up in the verse. I just sent my bitch to Bora Bora, it cost me 80 racks. I like how he's kind of like competing against his idols. Like, yo, my idols are wearing a fake Patek and I just did this. Like, he's really coming to realize, like, there's a lot of, like, fakeness and shady shit and maybe around him, and he's kind of starting to realize that. So it was cool. Verse 1, he kind of has this, like, I think a little bit of paranoia verse to it, but off a lot of pills, kissing bitches, ooh, designer, junkie, yeah, only top channel, don't get caught with that scale, bro. Bro and him died in the field, we had to split our meals, we half of hotels, gotta watch your we went half for hotels, gotta watch your mans, that's the beauty of the streets, look at me and my bitch, that shit Beauty and the Beast. That's really cool, but again, it's kind of really just consistent with the idea of this is where we kind of come from, this is what I have to do. But I do like how he's expressing that he's taking drugs to kind of suppress a lot of the pain. Off a lot of pills, kissing bitches, ooh, designer, junkie, yeah, I'm the top channel. Like, I like how he's honest about himself, that he's rich, living this type of high life, as well as also being this type of person. You can really get the contrast and, like, just the uniqueness and the authenticity of what dealing with, like, I guess, fame or being in that situation really is. So it was really cool. I like the that's the beauty of the streets, look at me and my bitch, that's the Beauty and the Beast. I really like that line. I just like the wordplay. I like how he's bringing this type of beauty to the streets. Like, he knows it's violent, he knows it's dangerous, but it really I like how he kind of wants to see the other side, see the kind of silver lining. So, or maybe he actually thinks that the darkness and the violence is beautiful. That could be another interpretation too, which I also do kind of think is really cool. Then we get the chorus. All this clout chasing shit kind of feels like, now that I'm rereading the chorus again, you know, all this clout chasing, all this clout shit, you chasing that Balenciaga Space Cadet. I don't fuck with people, I just rather chase a check. The shit you crazy, see my idols fake Patek. Like, it kind of just seems like he's also calling out fake rappers, fake haters, and, like, fake people who just are trying to be somebody they're not, trying to be something they're not. Verse 2 kind of comes in. Funeral suit and tie, I'll shoot for the guys taking shrooms on me now, cargo vroom on them now, I got groupies on me now, I got Gucci on me now. Like, you see, he's kind of just flexing here. And that's where I say that it's a flexing song, because it doesn't really, it kind of loses content. Before it kind of felt like this is what we had to go through. Here it's just, all right, I like where you started off with the funeral suit and tie, I'll shoot for the guys. All right, cool. But taking shrooms on me now, cargo vroom. Are you taking the shrooms to kind of recover? Is it like trying to help the PTSD or something like that? I've heard that is a remedy for it. So is this like what you're trying to explain, or are you just explaining that you're taking drugs? I'm not sure, and I'm not doubting him. I'm not dissing him either. I don't want people to think that this is like a full-on diss. But on a real note, I'm just a little bit confused of what is really being kind of said here. But all in all, I like how he does address, kind of gives us the real. I got Kofis with me now, feel like I'm dying, I'm too high, Pluto died in the shy, got me riding around, Hundies riding around him, now Hundies riding on him, Pluto died in the shy, Pluto. So his part, we get here the honest truth of that his buddy, his friend, I didn't look into it, didn't have time unfortunately, passed away. And I'm assuming it may have been in gun violence. It could have been, XYZ, but he passed away, and that is really affecting him. And I do like that he's bringing up this type of situation and experience, but I don't really know how it fits with the song, and I don't really know exactly what the title of the Bora Bora is supposed to mean of this. So I'm kind of all over the place with this, but I do like the song, like just the rapping, the skill, the flair, the energy, the vibe to it is really dope. So I left it with a 4.5. But it's okay. We're just a couple of weirdos and weird hoes.
Businessman, when I said niggas hop inside that minivan. Ay, kill him dead.
I really, really like this song. Now, it could be because I'm kind of going through some shit in my life. So that's why I kind of relate to it a little bit, and I'm maybe a little bit just enjoying the fact that it's like a heavy trap beat, and he's just kind of flaring on it, and he's going ham, and he's really just like raging, and it's really, 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 really awesome to listen to. Now, in a way, I like how he's kind of acting. I like how he's addressing them as weirdo hoes. I like how he's trying to bring this. I feel like there's this like conversation that he's trying to have about like the type of hoes or the type of people that he gets encountered with. I don't want to use that word because I ain't trying to offend anybody and I ain't trying to get myself in shit. But I feel like he's trying to have the discussion of there are certain women or maybe even men who try to act a certain way but can't even really maintain that act or really play that part. In verse 1, bitch you weak, you ass a L, let's get it, quiet as kept, you fuck with them real, I heard you fucking with your zelly, you fucking with one of the people who killed my mans. A, tell your man stay out of my business. Man put that bag on his head. I'm a businessman. Now, I like what he's saying there in regards to kind of explaining how like the girl that I guess he's like friends with or like he's kind of associated with in some way is fucking with the people who is like the ops in a sense, like the enemies. So he's kind of bringing to light like you can't really trust these hoes, these women, these people. But I'm also just taking it into context of like you just can't trust people, period. So I do like how that is coming up to be one of the topics of discussion here. Now, the other thing too is that he's also kind of making light about how they're not. This is towards just like these type of women who act a certain way, who are kind of like sleeping around, trying to act like entitled. This is how I interpret it, or acting like entitled, or acting as if like they're king shit, but they really ain't got shit. They really don't really have like, and he kind of says it like he's like you kind of walk around looking like, he goes on the chorus, he goes, you a Tatiana, huh? How you a Barbie doll, bitch? You ain't got a car, and you be fucking for that cash. You ain't got it, huh? You ain't got it, huh? Bitch, broke bitch, you ain't got it, huh? And it's kind of like, that kind of sat with me where I was like, yo, not only is there a lot of, like, I encountered women like this, but I feel like there's just a lot of people who kind of act like this, who act as if they're a specific way because they know how to play the role, they know how to play the part, or they just have that mentality to be kind of like, oh, I'm king shit. But in reality, it's like, you can't even have that type of mentality with what you have. Like you don't have anything credible, you don't have anything sustainable, you don't have anything, just to your name to be able to do that. So that's something that really kind of stuck out with me in terms of the chorus. But the whole song is kind of about that. It's kind of just about these types of people who are just really kind of going out and trying to and expecting certain shit. Verse 2, bitch, how you bragging on them people that kill shit? Why you bragging on that person? He a real bitch. Bitch, you broke, ho. Fuck this, man. Your ass ain't shit. You broke the bro code. Dissing on my cousins in your song that leave you. Yeah, skirt huffing, plugs be real puffin'. So, like, clearly he's got beef with the people that these people are associating with. He's got issues with some dude who this happens to be a woman is associating with, and that's part of his, like, I guess, like, not respecting his loyalty. So that was very interesting. It was a very interesting topic, but I really resonated with the chorus just because, like, I'm kind of going through some certain shit right now, and it just made me kind of get a little petty. I'm not even gonna lie, but it was dope. Like, it really you really feel his energy, you really feel his anger, you really feel like this is, like, he's really kind of sick and tired of dealing with these types of shit, like dealing with people who ain't getting their shit straight, people who ain't trying to do it right. Like, he's not even judging you based on, like, I don't even feel like Lil Durk is judging you based on what you ain't, like on what you're trying to do. As long as you're trying to do it right, as long as you're trying to be like 100% right with it, that's where I think he's trying to have that conversation with this song, which I thought it was super, super cool. I really enjoy the beat production. I really enjoy the drums on this, the way that it fluctuates through, and they just kind of come together and mesh. It was really, 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 really nice. I gave it a 4.3. You know, we still got a few more to go through, so we can keep moving on. So the next song is called Therlbread.
That they made the Gino Colognes and the Larry Hooves, the David Barr.
So this song really kind of takes you back. I feel like really kind of takes you back into a lot of his experiences and what Lil Durk has kind of gone through. It's got this reminiscing tone to it. It's got this, you know, you kind of just sitting down, you kind of feel like, for me, I kind of just felt like I pictured sitting on like this bench and just kind of staring out into like just the gaze, the sunset, whatever, the scenery, right? And kind of just thinking and just really trying to understand like where Lil Durk's mindset was on this song. And it was really good. It was really, really good. I like how when we're starting off the verse, he took it on this, like he didn't come in strong. He came in a little bit softer, a little bit slower. Wanted to kind of, I feel like he wanted to really get that, like really, really get you focusing on what he's saying. So verse 1, I heard that shit you said and it got back to me. And I'm talking to the dead, just talk to me. I wish Pluto called my phone, and he could jock with me. I wish Newski was in the studio to rock with me. Now, that's a really interesting line. I know that it's kind of straightforward where he wishes that the two people who passed away are alive. But the idea of I heard that shit you said, it got back to me, and I'm talking to the dead. I feel like he's addressing that maybe Pluto or Newski said something out of anger, out of whatever. Maybe it was even good, and that information got back to Lil Durk only after they passed, which was really kind of like I'm telling you, I was just sitting there and I was just thinking. It really just kind of tweaked something in my brain that just got me thinking and really kind of flowing with the music and really just flowing with what he's saying. It'd be crazy because the ones you love in competition just kill me, don't alley-oop me to the opposition. Just feel me, just pay attention. It ain't hard to listen, just listen. You was my homie, why'd you keep your distance? So all of these questions, all of these trying to figure out like where the relationship went wrong or the friendship went wrong, I should say. You know, not understanding the effects of how people change, and that was something that really kind of got me thinking as well. I like how he goes, the ones you love in competition, just kill me, don't alley-oop me to the opposition, just feel me. It's like, as much as, and for me, I kind of feel like as much as you're friends with somebody, that's still your competition. He or she could still get, you know, a better outcome in life if you don't work hard, if you don't pay your dues, you don't do what you got to do, right? So it's like, no matter, I feel like Lil Durk is saying the same thing. No matter what happens, we're always, I feel like he's expressing that we're all in a competition against each other, against one another. And it was, again, just a lot of like really sitting down and just thinking, like really just, whoa, like he's actually, like he's saying some shit. And I'm not saying that he wasn't saying shit before, but like on this song right now, I'm really like sitting back and still thinking about it, and it was really some like, okay, I see that. I like how he questions why the friend keeps the distance. I like how that is, that's not something that I myself really ask. That's not something that I feel a lot of people ask. We kind of evade the fact of like, why haven't you been around? I may be wrong, maybe, but like a lot of the people that I kind of associate with, they don't do that. So if you do, if you check in on your friends, if you know, make sure everybody's cool, hey, let me know in the comments if you guys want to check in with us. See what I did there? But the song still kind of flows well and really does suit I think the package that he's trying to get out. Verse 2, I came from Kix cereal, ramen noodles, powdered Kool-Aid without the sugar. I remember taking bundles, stealing it without them looking. Spend the night at Collie crib just because his mama cooking. Why you think? Just because his mama cooking. So right there, no. Just because his mama cooking, why you thinking that we pussy? Just believe it's never cookie. Now, I like how he's getting honest, and he's like, I used to spend nights at my friend's place just because his mom was cooking, because maybe Lil Durk wasn't able to eat, didn't have the money, didn't have, situation or whatnot. So you're getting these memories, these reminiscing past of Lil Durk, really kind of solidifying his hunger to be where he is today, which is super cool. The way he uses the auto-tune on this song, the way he kind of goes through it was really nice. Really really brought me down to earth a little bit, and just kind of the auto-tune effects really kind of brought me down to earth, because it put me in this bubble of like pain and desire to want to do better. It's kind of how I got it. It's because part of the whole, I think, creativity effect that he did. I remember back then, old homies tried to whack me. I know they mad, they ain't stay, and we got it rich, we rich as hell, and 5 stars eating salad, and I was sleeping on the floor sharing pallets. I got in my bag in one song, now it's a habit. Now there's kind of straightforward. He really is, out here making a lot of money. He's making all these hits. He's doing all these different things to keep the money coming in. And I like how he's addressing, like, people used to, like, wanted to whack him back in the day, who wanted to, like, kind of hate on him and shit. And now those same people who hated on him, we don't know where they are or whatnot, but they probably want to be him now because he's doing what he's doing. So that was something really, 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 really cool. The song itself is really great. I really did enjoy it. I left it with a 4.2. Now we can move on to being a little bit more bougie.
Cut at the top, rotary drop, I get ghost. Pull up in her with the focus down.
So this is track 13. We got Bougie featuring Meek Mill, and this was cool. This was really, really cool. Personally, it kind of felt more like a Meek Mill track. Just the beat, the vibe, the whole flair to it. I feel like Lil Durk also kind of copied Meek Mill's like whole aura a little bit, but it was nice. It was really nice, and it was something different. So verse 1, Meek Mill, and it's pretty much just flexing and kind of like we were here, we started from nothing, and then now we're something. But it's kind of just more of like one of those hyper songs. So Meek Mill's on the first verse, and he goes, when I made it rich, I went and bought a Bentley, bitch. Walk into Saks Fifth, like, give me that and give me this. See, do what I want. Made it to the top. Made my money. Made sure that, we can do something with it. So he's getting to be that cocky side. He can get to do that. That's your Wednesday crush. Lil Fish done hit that shit. That was funny. Woman Crush Wednesday. That was cool. Lil Fish done hit that shit. You ain't gonna tell me I'm up, and I know people envious. Yeah. So I like how he's already addressing, just like, I know what I'm doing. I'm out here. I'm taking charge of my actions, and people are hating on me. People are, I know people hate what I do, but you ain't doing what I do. So I really like it's Meek Mill. He's kind of just doing what I hear him do on a lot of the songs. I got a bag. I'm doing the most. You people lame. I am the GOAT. They wanted gas. I'm giving them smoke. Jump off the jet. Get on the boat. I'm in a yacht. I'm with a thought. She giving me throat. Shit. Cut off the top. Rolls Royce drop. I get ghost skirt. Simple. Like, I got money. I'm the best. The bars are nice though. Like, they're the fact that Meek Mill, he's keeping that energy that he's screaming. Well, not screaming, but like he's loud and he's got that high pitch and he's going. But it also sounds mixed a lot better than what I'm used to hearing Meek Mill. So I don't know. It was just it didn't sound so like da 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 like the way that Meek carries his screaming lyrics. It was dope. I like the chorus. The pre-chorus comes in. The pre-chorus, my bad, comes in and goes, first thing on my mind when I wake up is a check. In the trenches with the slimes, they be tripping off the ex. When I'm off on the drugs, I don't think about my ex, and I know that hoe for long. She asked for Andermar's Piguet. I don't know what that is, but I like how he's addressing that he's using drugs to forget his ex. I think that, you know, he's kind of dealing with a lot of issues in terms of the ex-girlfriend, the ex-wife, or whatever, and just the honesty that he's leaving here is really, really cool. And the chorus comes in. It was okay. Oh, you want some diamonds. Oh, you want some diamonds, but you don't want no bag. You're thinking you're bougie, huh? And you don't want no Fashion Nova, but you want some Gucci. Like, kind of just questioning the different actions of what being bougie means right now, which is slightly interesting because I think that there's a different, there's a conversation to be had instead of what being bougie is. Granted, you could be like really rich and fancy and have these type of designer clothing, but I think Lil Durk is also expressing like there's a mentality and an attitude of being bougie. There is a way of, addressing people and carrying yourself that it's not just materialistic, which was really interesting. It's something that I think I interpreted from this. So I did enjoy that. I did enjoy how there's a lot of like different interpretations you can take from Lil Durk's music because it's and I'm not saying that it's vague. It's just, it kind of looks and sounds a little bit simple, that the simplicity in it is also making it complicated, which is nice. I think I'm like completely butchering it. You guys might hate me on this, but I like it. It's good. I'm validating it. Okay. I like in verse 2, Lil Durk goes, came a long way from the trenches riding CTA, from the chopper to the jet, look like it's GTA, that makes sense. And they say I won't be shit, ain't make my GPA, never thought he'd be smart or whatnot. Clearly they're wrong. And I heard his ass a rat, I'm sipping TEA, I thought you was my BOY, but your ass DEA. Thought he was your boy, but your ass is DEA. Dead or alive. I did enjoy that. I like when they start kind of spelling out some lyrics. I do enjoy when they spell out the words. It's something that I try to do sometimes in my raps that I'm learning and practicing to try to get better and rapping on time. So it was pretty cool. But the song really just kind of follows through of like we're out here, we're doing what we gotta do, we hustling, we making our thing, and we just keeping our grind on. And it was really enjoyable. It was kind of just very direct. So I left it with a 4.2. Good job, Meek Mill. Good job, Lil Durk. And next song is Wooh. So this song is really hype. I mean, just like off the bat in terms of like the verses and how they're spitting it and how the energy that they're carrying through is really cool. But it is, I feel like it's just a little bit of like fluffy in the sense of just kind of being like, okay, it's one of the tracks where you're like, don't really fuck with me and like I'm better than you, which is still consistent with the rest of the album. But like, I don't know, it was good. It just I didn't feel like it had the same type of energy as some of the other tracks that we've gotten like this. But verse 1, Lil Durk goes, some things I quoted were, I don't know how you could do it. Oh, you play with me, you disappear, poof. These pergies got me skinny. Okay. I did like how he's trying to be like, yo, if you play with me, you'll disappear. Like, don't fuck with me. He's keeping that attitude of like, I'm here to stay, so that was awesome. Everyday people dying like Kenny self park when I park the Bentley. Killers like Santa Claus come through your chimney. Fuck from the back and I pull on your Remy. Yeah, kicked her out like Lord forgive me. I mean, like he kind of just said a bunch of stuff, right? So everyday people dying like Kenny self park when I parked a Bentley. Killers like Santa Claus come through your chimney. Fuck from the back. So it's like he's expressing how everybody could die every day. That's the South Park Kenny line. Then park the Bentley. Killers like Santa Claus. They coming down your chimney like Santa Claus to kill you. And then moving on to fuck from the back, I pull on your Remy, I kicked her out like Lord forgive me. Now, I like how he splits up his bars like that. I like how he's just kind of free flowing and having a good time with it. It was really, really dope. I like when he goes, why you not buying no Prince no more? Shootouts, we don't fight no more. Why you not rocking your ice no more? I don't wear clothes twice no more. Which is awesome because he makes enough money to wear different clothes all the time, and he can just keep getting clothes now. He doesn't have to revamp. That is cool. I want to get to a level of life like that. Twice no more. Why don't you carry your pipe no more? She say I don't fuck her twice no more. Why you don't fuck up them racks no more? And I like how he's kind of addressing that shit's changing. He might be slowing down on terms of having the sex. He might be slowing down in terms of, some things that he has to take care of because he's got other opportunities or ventures that he has to deal with. So that was something that really kind of stuck out. But I like how he kind of turns around and goes like, why you don't fuck up them racks no more. I like how he's addressing to other people, like, how are you not making money? How are you not getting your stuff? Like, it seems like y'all are so worried about me, but none of y'all are worried about what you're doing. So that was something that was really interesting as well to hear in terms of just this really hyper song. Now, somebody I did enjoy was Key Glock. Key Glock did a really great job. I really liked his verse. He did verse 2, and he's just got this flair to him, this like nonchalant boss, like I don't care attitude. It was super, super interesting. Now, I like when he went, whoa, $250,000 coupe, woo, yeah, I just lost the roof, woo, bitch, I like my money blue, woo, ballin' like I got to Duke. So, like, it's the same type of stuff, but it's just really, really nice the way he presented it, and it was cool. But the song itself is just kind of like I said, it's really flashy, it's really, like, flexy, it's you listen to this, you're bumping, you're making sure it's all good. But this isn't something that, I would go back to this and maybe listen to it a little bit for like the next couple of weeks, but I don't think I'm going to go back to this in like 3-4 months from now. The chorus, though, is I think what's lacking. Like if I had to give an honest opinion about something I didn't like with this song, because I kind of like everything else. Like Lil Durk raps well, and Key Glock raps well as well. But something I didn't like was the hook or the chorus. I don't know if it was either or, because it just was woo. Like I get the point. Like I get the point, but I don't know. It just felt to me it felt weird. But I left it with a 4 I left it with a 4 on 5. So next song is David Ruffin.
He get baptized like I was never Muslim. Like wipe your nose, I love you, bro. Stop fucking with ass.
So this is when I got to this track, I kind of realized that this was coming to an end, because this was like a really serious, personal track. I feel like Lil Durk really kind of went into like what he's been through and kind of just dealt with a lot of the experiences. So verse 1, he goes, you ever woke up out of your sleep like you gonna die in the trenches? You ever thought it'd be your dog when they describe the witness? Like that paranoia, that fear, you're already. And the way he's saying it is so like disconnected, and not like 21 Savage disconnected. If you've seen part 1, you'll get the joke. But there's this disconnect where like he's so scarred, he's so like just jaded by this shit, and just the fact of like explaining, like, you ever thought that it was your friend who was the witness? Like, you actually have to worry that your friend might be one of the witnesses or the victims too. Like, that's crazy. For Pat, I'll throw them tears. I remember the night they took him. I treat them hoes with a little respect, because they could have been my sisters. Like, I like how he's acknowledging people for who they really are, and not for what they do, and not what they kind of get. They kind of get stereotyped as for what they're doing. So that was cool. But this is like this song itself isn't really into my taste. Honestly, it's a little bit slower. And I'm also one of the second to last track on the album. I'm kind of like struggling through here now. Track 15 out of 16, right? But I do like how when he says, they had gave police them guns. When they had pulled up, they booked them. Watch we catch an op. He got baptized like I was never Muslim. Like, wipe your nose. I love you, bro. Stop fucking with Ashton Kutcher. And I like how he's addressing Ashton Kutcher as like fucking with punks, fucking with people who are not really his friend. That was something that was super cool. And that seems to be a theme throughout the album, though, is a lot of this like, you know, trust yourself. Make sure that everything works well. Make sure that you got yourself ready to go. So it was cool. The narrative seems to be still remaining the same. In verse 2, I like when he went, I had to get it out of the mud because we was in pain and suffering and we was stuck inside the hood. We mix our perks and with tussin'. See, it's more of that we did this to survive. We have thoughts. We have, you know, PTSD, psychological issues. We have shit because we were trapped in the hood. We were trapped in this area that was just so toxic or not positive enough or whatnot. So you're really kind of diving into like his past, and you really kind of get this like eerie feel as the song is playing. It was crazy. My daddy got back off that L. Like, who get a lift for hustling? I'm still the voice inside the trenches. Don't make me say it again. He just played the ops inside the club. He better not play it again. I like how he's really taking that boss stance. He's really like, yo, you know me. You know who I am. I represent the community. Don't be playing people who don't represent our community. Don't be doing that. Like, just me, just us. He's really taking that charge. That was cool. And I like the chorus. I like how the chorus goes, and that shit's all facts. I tried to give my dog a pound, but he went all crack. Like, fuck the feds, you threaten my kids, I'm getting them all whacked. I spent like 90 on a Cuban, that shit prong sat. Now, I really like how he's just kind of giving it all and is being like, I protect my family, whether it's a cop, a dude on the street, or somebody. You know, he's really just like, family comes first, and that's something that I'm kind of getting out of this because he's lost people. You know, people have gone to jail. He's dealt with some situations. He really knows, like, he really truly believes, like, family comes first, and you got to do what you can for that. And that's something that I really enjoyed. This song was a 4.5. I really liked it. I think it was really, really cool how he used the auto-tune to kind of mask over his emotions of wanting to cry and stuff. That was awesome. I really like how he flowed with the beat and really kind of went with the ups and the downs and made sure that everything was kind of like all connected. So that was awesome as well. So definitely 4.5. And just final song here. We're wrapping it up, guys. Number 16, Love Songs for the Streets.
If we got a problem, ain't go short in front no hole. Big bro got.
So this was a nice little way to end the album. I like how he's really kind of just addressing the fact that he's making music for people. He's making music for the community. He's really trying to just, you know, do what it is that can get people happy. And a lot of this album doesn't really leave you on a sad note. It does kind of leave you on these like happier notes, the way he's just energized and really taking you through it. Now this song is really just kind of like the chorus goes. I make love songs for the streets, love songs for these bitches. I also love songs for my day ones. I make love songs for the trenches, even the ones who doubted me, the ones that I'm acting different. That's literally the premise of the song. He goes on to explain how, you know, he's thankful for the people supporting him. He's thankful for, you know, being there. He's expressing, you know, he's gone into some fights and whatnot. But overall, I'll be honest, I didn't particularly have much to quote in terms of the lyrics, because it was just, it just felt like more fluff in terms of lyrically. But I did like just the way he ended it, though. I like how he took his, like, he wrapped it up full circle. He gave you the album, and then he just kind of explains, like, this is what I do. This is me making music. I hope you guys enjoyed it, you know, like, really kind of gone out there. I know it kind of sounds like I'm copping out, but like by this point, I was just sitting there like I'm kind of happy it's done. Like 16 songs is a lot, and a lot of auto tune, a lot of like similar type of feels and vibes if you want to catch it. But that is something that I do want to get to talking about the entire album. So all in all, the song was good. It was a good song. I did leave it with a 4.2. I did like, just the energy and the way that he kind of brought it all together and ends off on this like very positive note and kind of giving back to the community. That was really nice. Moving on to the album wrap up. The album itself got a 4.3. I think that it was really a good album that I enjoyed. I really do like a lot of what Lil Durk does. But the reason why I think I like it is because it's a vibe. Lyrically, I think that there is a lot more that could be said, a lot more that he could possibly write about. I think that there's just more that we can get from him. But overall, I do like how he creates these vibes, how he creates these like moments in time that just you're in a vibe, you're in a mood, you're in this like kind of looped zone that just allows you to kind of move around and really just like feel yourself, and that was really cool. That's something I really did enjoy about the album. It's not long, it's like 46 minutes, so all in all, like you can kind of put this on and just kind of vibe right through it and really just kind of disappear into Lil Durk, which I really did enjoy. I really do think that if you like Lil Durk, you will like this album. You will enjoy it. If you've listened to the part 1, you will definitely understand what he's doing here. As an intro album to Lil Durk for the very first time, it's good. I'm interested. I'm gonna go see what other music he's made. I'm gonna go take a look and check it out. But I think I'm more into like getting messages and learning different things. If there's anything I missed or I didn't learn from the album, please in the comments below let me know so I can really understand why Lil Durk is Lil Durk and why everybody respects him. Because just to like tangent note, right? Because we're done now with the review. Me and my good friend of mine, we had a conversation about Lil Durk, and he was explaining like he was one of the better mumble rappers in terms of the auto tuning and in terms of just like what he was saying or whatnot. Do you think that's true? Do you think not? I don't actually know. I want to learn from you guys. I want to know what you guys think about Lil Durk. I want to know what you guys think about the album. What is your grading on this? Like I said, mine came up to a 4.3. That was just the mathematics of it. I did like the album. I did overall enjoy a lot of the sounds and the creation that he made. He is very talented. He has a lot of great ideas. I just don't think that it's my type of music. I don't think it's my this isn't an album that I will listen to it if it's on, and if it's there I will play it and it's good, but I don't think I'm gonna go with the fact that I have Spotify. I have other albums that I'm more likely to go listen to and put me into my creative space quicker than this. But overall, thank you for sticking with me. Honestly, thank you guys. There's going to be another one that I'm doing solo next podcast, so that'll be really, really great. Other than that, I do want to thank you for thanks the Patreons, Lindo Williams, DJ Black Hurricane, Chris Prado, Ismail Gadamsi, Jonathan Barnes, and Coney Sparks. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. You guys give us money every month to help us support, grow, and continue doing on what we love doing. You also get the chance to force our hands into certain albums that we may have to review. Lately, we've been getting a lot of requests for Classic Quest, and it's really great. I know I don't go on Classic Quest no more, but I've been listening to the albums and I'm learning just as much as I should be while I'm reviewing them. It's great. It's really, really interesting. And thank you. We do like the comments. We like the conversation. Please hit that subscribe button if you are interested for more of this. Ring the bell. Don't ring the bell if you want to or not. We post a lot of content, so it's kind of up to your choice, really. But please let me know what you think. You can always hit me up on Twitter. You can always leave comments there. You can always find us on Facebook. you know, all the other social platforms. Me, it's Chris Chrome 93. Definitely find me there. But other than that, if you like Lil Durk, you'll like this album. If you don't, I still think you should check out this album and really kind of just get to know who he is. It's a really good intro album. I'll say that, like, as the first one, it's really good. But other than that, I am tired. It's been a long day. I've held down the headspace for it for episode 135, Lil Durk's new album, Love Songs for the Streets 2. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really do appreciate it. And catch you on the flip side.